Have you ever thought about how a tiny action, something as small as missing a bus, choosing a different coffee shop, or even saying the single word, could set off a chain of events that changes everything? This isn't just a thought experiment. It's the butterfly effect, a fascinating concept from chaos theory that reveals how small causes can lead to massive, unpredictable consequences. But how does this phenomenon actually work? And why does it play such a crucial role in history, science, and even your daily life? From life-altering historical events to scientific discoveries that changed the world, let's explore the real power of the butterfly effect and its mind-blowing implications. What is the butterfly effect? The butterfly effect is a principle in chaos theory, the study of unpredictable and highly sensitive systems. It suggests that even the smallest changes in initial conditions can lead to vastly different outcomes over time, making precise long-term predictions nearly impossible. The concept was first introduced by meteorologist Edward Lorenz in the 1960s while working on weather prediction models. During his research, Lorenz made a seemingly insignificant adjustment. He rounded a number from 0.506127 to 0.506, expecting only a minor change in the results. However, when he ran the simulation again, the outcome was drastically different. This discovery led to an astonishing realization. Tiny variations at the start of a system's evolution could lead to completely different futures. Lorenz famously illustrated this with a metaphor. A butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil could eventually trigger a tornado in Texas weeks later. Of course, this doesn't mean that a single butterfly directly causes a storm, but rather that small, seemingly unrelated events can set off a chain reaction of changes in a complex system. This principle applies not just to weather forecasting, but also to economics, biology, human behavior, and even historical events, where one small decision or event can alter the course of history in ways that were previously unimaginable. The butterfly effect in history. Small actions, huge consequences. 1. A wrong turn that started World War I. One of the most striking historical examples of the butterfly effect occurred in 1914, when Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria was assassinated. But what if I told you his death, an event that triggered World War I, was caused by a simple mistake? After an initial failed assassination attempt earlier that day, Ferdinand's driver accidentally took a wrong turn, putting him right in front of Gavrilo Princip, the assassin. If that turn hadn't happened, the assassination might not have succeeded, possibly preventing the massive war that followed. This single misstep led to World War I, the collapse of empires, and political instability that set the stage for World War II, reshaping the world forever. 2. A missed letter that could have prevented Hitler's rise. In 1931, a German businessman named Ernst Hanfstaengl, who was an early supporter of Adolf Hitler, feared for his life after falling out of favor with the Nazi Party. He reached out to an influential leader, seeking help to flee Germany. However, due to an undelivered letter, the rescue plan never reached him in time. Had that letter been delivered, Hanfstaengl could have exposed key Nazi strategies to the opposition, possibly altering Hitler's rise to power and the course of World War II. A single lost letter could have changed history. 3. The library fire that erased ancient knowledge. The Great Library of Alexandria in Egypt was once the most advanced intellectual hub of the ancient world. It contained thousands of scrolls on science, medicine, philosophy, and engineering, many of which are now lost to history. Though the exact cause is debated, historians believe that multiple small fires over time, caused by political conflicts, accidental burning, and attacks, eventually destroyed centuries of irreplaceable knowledge. If those fires had been prevented, we might have advanced in science and technology centuries earlier. Imagine what the world would look like today if we had preserved that knowledge. The butterfly effect in science and discovery. 1. Penicillin, a world-changing accident. In 1928, scientist Alexander Fleming returned from vacation to find that a petri dish in his lab had accidentally been contaminated with mold. Instead of throwing it away, he noticed something fascinating. The bacteria near the mold had been destroyed. This small, accidental observation led to the discovery of penicillin, the world's first antibiotic, which has saved millions of lives and revolutionized medicine. If Fleming had simply discarded that dish without a second thought, antibiotics might have been discovered much later, and the history of medicine would be drastically different. 2. A simple phone call that launched the internet. In 1969, a computer scientist at UCLA sent the very first internet message to a colleague at Stanford. The message was supposed to be LOGN, but due to a system crash, only "lo" was sent before the system failed. That tiny, incomplete message marked the beginning of what would become the internet, changing global communication forever. Had that moment been delayed or lost, the digital revolution could have taken a completely different path. How the butterfly effect shapes our everyday lives. While historical events and scientific breakthroughs show dramatic examples, the butterfly effect is happening in your own life. Every day, a missed flight could lead you to meet someone who changes your career. A delayed decision to apply for a job could result in landing a better opportunity. A single kind word to a stranger might uplift them in ways you'll never know, potentially changing their life. Every choice, big or small, sends ripples into the future. We don't always see the effects immediately, but they are always there, shaping the course of our lives in unexpected ways. Why the butterfly effect matters. So why should we care about the butterfly effect? Because it teaches us powerful lessons about how we shape the world around us. 1. Every choice has impact. Even the smallest actions can create lasting effects. Whether it's how we treat others, the risks we take, or the decisions we make, everything counts. 2. Life is unpredictable. No matter how much we plan, small, unseen events can completely change our course. This is why embracing uncertainty and being adaptable is crucial. 3. We have more power than we think. Sometimes we feel like our actions don't matter, but the butterfly effect reminds us that even the smallest decisions can create waves in our lives and in the world. So, the next time you make a small decision, whether it's taking a different route, saying hello to a stranger, or even deciding to watch this video, remember that it could set off a chain of events you could never predict. What do you think? Have you ever experienced a moment where a small choice led to a big change in your life? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this video fascinating, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more mind-blowing topics like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.